Hi everybody, and welcome to my first video tutorial. Today we're going to use the Thoughtful Branches set and the Coordinating Thinlits. It's limited edition. It is a great set, very versatile. Has a lot of pieces. You have trees, you have flowers, there's a little tree trunk. It's got great sayings here. There's 9 pieces in the Thinlits. Coordinates with everything in there, so you can cut out your hydrangeas. You got birds, you got apples, everything. Very great addition to your stamp collection. This is the card we're going to do. We're going to concentrate on this background, which is a lot of fun, using an embossing folder. I'm going to show you how to make a nice brick and mortar background. Very quick and easy card. Let's get started. First, I'm going to take a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock, 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and then I'm going to put it in the Simply Scored tool. We're going to score 5 1/2 inches. I have 2 parts to this stylus. There's a thick part and a thin part. I use the thick one because I'm a little heavy-handed. Score at 5 1/2 inches. Fold over. Use your bone folder to get a nice sharp crease. And we're going to set this right aside. Next up, we're going to use a piece of Wisteria Wonder cardstock. This is going to measure out at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. This is going to be a center panel on your card, but we're going to do a little trick to save some cardstock here today. We're going to take our stamp. Notice on our hydrangea stamp there's a little tab at the top. This is so it will coordinate with your Thinlit. When we take our Thinlit, you notice that there's a little spot at the top that's going to match right up to that part. So when you go to cut it out, you line up those 2 pieces and you'll get a good cut every single time. Now we're going to ink up our stamp using Soft Sky. I wanted to use a little bit of blue because hydrangeas have that blue and purple. We're going to go right into the middle here. Let's ink up our stamp. Tippy tippy taps, not a heavy hand, just gentle taps into the foam pad. Stamp right down into the middle. Press down firmly, get a good impression. And there you go, it's right dead center. Close up our pad. Now we're going to take our precision plate. We're going to lay down our cardstock and take our Thinlit right over the top. Line it up so that notches at the top. Do a little finagling around and we can get our little leaves right into those open spaces. Cover it up with our acrylic pad. Run it through the Big Shot once, twice, 3 times. I always do it 3 times to make sure I get a really good cut. And we'll take it off, punch it out from behind, and now set that aside. We're going to take our die brush and foam pad. I put it in a box top to help save on the little pieces. We're going to use our little brush, nice little bristles there that get right into those grooves to get all those little pieces out. So much easier than using a stylus to poke out those little pieces. Makes it so easy. Plus, if you notice while I'm brushing, it's bowing it out a little bit, giving it a little bit of dimension, which when we put these together, it'll give a little dimension to that card and make it pop right off that card. There we go, get all the pieces, there we go, almost, a few more, there we go. We're gonna cut 2 pieces for this card. If you notice this one, when I ran it through, it shifted just a little bit. But we're going to put that one on the bottom, and we'll put the one that has the really good leaves on the top. We're going to use our multi-purpose glue. Do a few little drops, very little bit of glue, teeny tiny drops, ladies. Not a lot, just a little. Put that right over the top. Press it down. We're going to set that aside. Whoops. Let's try that again. There we go. Set that aside to dry. We'll go on to our next step. We're going to take our leaves and we're going to use Old Olive cardstock. We're going to cut out the leaves. I did that off camera to save a little time. We're going to set that aside as well with our hydrangea blossoms. This is our next piece. It's going to be our brick. We're going to use our brick wall texting embossing folder. You notice on this side with the 2 logos, it's raised, this side is indented. We're going to take our tip top taupe pad, And we're going to ink up the side that has the raised parts. Very gently ink it up. You don't have to smash it down. Very, very gently. We want to give it a nice coating. Oops, missed a spot. Let's go back and try that again. There we go. All right, nice good coverage. We'll take our piece of Whisper White cardstock and lay it on the indented side. Now we'll close it, and we're going to run that through the big shot. Now we open it up, there we go, it's embossed, and you'll see it has the mortar, the little parts of the brick that give it a little weathered look. Perfect. Now we're going to take our cardstock base, this is the way it opens up, and our panel, which only had a little tiny bit, that's why we cut out the center so we don't waste that cardstock. Fast fuse on the side, make sure you click it off with your little check so you don't get those little boogies. There we go. Attach it to the front of the card. Line it up, press it down. There you go. Now we're going to take our brick wall and again fast fuse it, check marks, and put that right over the top. Great way to save on a little cardstock there. And there we go. Okay, now we're going to take our saying. This is from the Thoughtful Banner set. It's a nice little thank you using Wisteria Wonder. We're going to ink it up, and we're just going to stamp it in that one little empty brick at the bottom. There we go, set that aside. Now we're going to take our leaves, and we're going to use our multi-purpose glue again. Once again, like I said, very tiny little dots. A little goes a long way with this stuff. It's very, very sticky, and it will stick to everything. Go, just a few more little dots. Don't have to cover the whole thing, just a few little here and there. Okay. Now we're going to stick that right down here towards the bottom at a little angle. Press it down. There we go. Now take your hydrangea blossoms. We're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. Just a few across the back, just to make it sure it pops. And again, like I said, when we did the getting the little pieces out, it gave it a little bowing effect, so it's already bent, making it raise a little tiny bit. Take off those backs. They always have trouble with that. Trying to get those things off is sometimes really difficult. There you go. Put that right on there. Okay, press it down. Now we're going to take about 10 inches of elegant eggplant baker's twine, and we're going to tie a little bow to that. There we go. Oop. Let's try that again. Nah, let's go again. Not very good with bow tying. Try it again. Nope. Third time's the charm. There we go. Let's see. Up, we got a winner. There we go. Make your little bow. Trim your edges. And now we're going to take a glue dot and we're going to attach it right to the stem of that hydrangea. There we go. Now you want to put a sentiment inside, so we're going to open it up and we're going to use the I Hope You Feel Appreciated stamp that's included with the Thoughtful Branches set. Again, we're using the Wisteria Wonder. Very light taps. Oops. Yep, let's get it going the right way here. There we go. Okay. And there you go. And there is your card. If you've enjoyed watching me create this video and stumble along on my first tutorial, then like, share, and subscribe. Click the link in the description for a list of the products used in card dimensions. I also have a lot of other ideas on my website. Thank you again for watching, and happy stamping! with some, oops, whoops!